Incredibly late at night and solo MDB here. I camped at the house. Is he gonna let me do the quest? Oh, thank God!
George, which do you prefer, mustard or hot sauce?
You didn't come all the way to my house just to ask me that. You don't have other things you should be doing?
Of course I do. But I'm interested in you right now.
If this rain ruins the quest.
Agent Morgan, look, my mother is sick. If it's not urgent, I'd rather we did this later.
Is she very ill?
Well, I have to say, it doesn't look good.
I'm sorry to hear that. Anything I can do?
No, this is a private matter. I can't ask for your help.
You know, back in D.C., people always came to me for personal advice. I'm here to help you if you let me.
There's no need for that, Agent Morgan. Please, you need to...
Abide by the rules, right? Okay, I get it. I didn't mean to invade into your private matters.
Oh.
George, I just thought you could use a friend who wasn't a dumbbell.
Back when I was a kid, my mother really liked this flower.
Flower?
Yes. A small flower, no name. It grows somewhere here in Greenvale, although I must admit I've never seen it actually growing anywhere. I think it would make my mother happy if you could get her that flower.
George, that's good. Great idea. Every woman likes to receive flowers. You know all about that, right, Zach?
In any case, this is a personal matter. Make sure it doesn't interfere with the investigation.
Of course not, George. But I'm going to find that flower for you.
Alright, we already have the flower, and hopefully he doesn't keep the door shut just because it started raining during the conversation. But it might. Let's see. Okay, walk away from the door, walk back. Oh, thank God. Agent Morgan? Oh. Drugs, weapon bag, silver card. Oh, let's do the flower.
George, here it is. The nameless flower.
Agent Morgan.
No need to thank me. I did this on my own, during my private hours. Tell your mother I hope she gets well soon.
Yeah, I'll do that. This'll make her feel at least a little better.
I sure hope so. I really do.
Oh, thank God.
Take this. It's an emergency police radio. If you're ever in trouble, use it, and I'll be right there.
Thank you, George.
Now, Agent Morgan, don't take this the wrong way. It's not an emotional thank you gift for helping me with my mother. I'm giving you this so we can do our jobs more smoothly, that's all.
Nameless flower achievement. Okay. Let's just test it. Make sure it works the way that it worked on console. Because I'm curious. Item? Really? Use an item slot? God, that sucks. Okay. I don't have any regular flares? I do. They're over here. Okay. Alright. Walkie-talkie. It never runs out. Let's just milk barn. Just to make sure it works. Okay, thank God. So you can see it's every place we've been. And we can just get George to drive us there. So we're gonna pick Milk Barn, just because it's down the street, to see if it works. There's a place to save there. Come on. Just, you never know what glitches. Oh, thank God it works. Okay. Okay, I'll be back with you guys in a second. I just gotta save the game, and then in real life, I need to wait till tomorrow and record with Whattageek. Hey everybody, welcome back. So Whattageek's here now. We just teleported to the hotel. We slept. We got, oh hey Asha. Oh, he's leaving. That sucks, because we have a quest with him. Although I don't think we can get it this chapter. So, you know how George said, don't be late 100 times? We just didn't show up that whole day. So let's go get a quest from Keith.
Hey,
talk to me. FBI, I want to buy something? No, I want to talk.
Hey, man.
You put your foot through a chair.
You're usually more upbeat.
You really want me to drag you down too, FBI?
Maybe I can pull you back up.
Well, I've lost something, man. My most precious treasure in the whole world. Well, my most precious after my family. My guitar, man. It's gone. Lily said she gave it away. Gave it away! Can you believe that? She says it's my fault for not tidying up the storeroom. I don't get her, man. What kind of logic is that? I didn't tidy up the storeroom, so I have to lose my guitar? You with me, right, FBI? Man to man, you see where I'm coming from.
Your guitar means that much to you.
Oh, my meeting with that fine guitar is what led me onto the path of rock, man. It was back in high school. I made my first visit to Seattle. The world was tired of pop music, and people were crying out for a new sound. It was only a few years before grunge would explode out of Seattle. I met a true rocker there, man. He had the sunglasses, a biker jacket, and the long hair. Man, he even had a bandana. I mean, he was behind the times by then, but nevertheless, the pure white guitar on his back hypnotized all who passed him. In the midst of everyone wanting something new, I glimpsed a tradition that had to continue. That's right. It's called rockabilly. You did.
It involves sticking your leg right through a chair.
The world can't be built solely on new things. I couldn't help myself. I approached him and opened my mouth. I told him what I was feeling, FBI, right there on the street. I don't remember the words I used now. It was like a dream. But it sparked something inside me. I can tell you that. Our shared love of music allowed us to talk like old friends. Before I knew it, I'd been hanging out with this guy for 3 days. When I finally had to go home, what do you know? He gave me that guitar, man. He said that the soul of rock should be passed on to the next generation. That is how the legendary guitar Grekach came into my hands. Well, thanks for listening anyway, FBI. It means a lot to me.
Yeah, so that's the guitar we stole. We can give it to him to complete that quest, but I actually don't plan on giving it to him for quite a while. I believe it's not handed to him until we do something specific. So I'm actually going to save just in case I accidentally give it to him, because there's other quests we want to do with him. And I think those start by buying things. So I wanted to start that dialogue there. So we're just gonna save real quick to make sure that I do not fuck this up. If we do end up giving him the guitar early, it's not the end of the world though. We really don't need that guitar to beat the game or anything. In fact, there's another infinite ammo or infinite durability melee weapon we can get. It's not quite as good,
Hey, bro.
but we could get it probably at any time. I want to buy. So he has Spiritual Map A. This is part of the quest, so this is 1,400, Jesus. I think it's way worse if you don't have discount cards, though.
Hey, man. The spot on the map is called Copse Tunnel. It's one of a couple of places in town where, like, spooky stuff happens. I'll tell you a story, okay, man? But, don't go spreading it around. The spirits, they don't like publicity. Back when this place was a lumber kingdom, you know, the rockin' 80s, that tunnel was the main connection from the lumber yard to this town. Every day, huge trailers would like come in and out. Lots of traffic, dude. Of course, some people were like all up in arms. Save our nature, stop pollution, you know. Big business was pushing in here from all over the US of A. Everyone was bickering over the forest. So some of the town people got even more worked up, you know? They started a protest inside the tunnel itself. I guess maybe that was the start of all the bad times.
Bad times.
Oh yeah, man. Rough stuff and heavy times, man. The conservationists and the lumber workers faced off with each other. Neither side was backing down, and that made things worse. Amid all this chaos, there was a man and a woman who got engaged. Problem was that the man was a lumberjack, and the woman, she was a tree hugger. They rarely ever fought, but then, one morning, they had a lover's quarrel. People think that her love of nature clashed with his profession. But we'll never know what they really were fighting about that morning. The man shouted. He called her an idiot. And then he stormed out and went to work. If only he had known, that would be the last word he would ever say to her. When he finished his work for the day, he got in his car and drove home. When he got to the tunnel, he saw lantern lights glowing faintly. Those fools, not again. He just thought they were protesting in the tunnel again. And to scare them a little, he decided to speed up. He probably thought they'd all scatter so he wouldn't hit them, but the lights didn't move. In fact, one came toward him. A second later, there was a thud, and the lantern flew up into the air. He slammed on his brakes, too late, of course. Then, totally freaked, climbed out to see what had happened. I don't need to tell you who he hit, do I? What's more, in her mangled hand, there was a letter to the head of the lumber mill. A peaceful settlement offer. The woman had no other relatives other than the man, and the lumber mill took no responsibility for the accident. It was going out of business anyways.
What happened to the man then?
No one saw him again. Some say he killed himself, or simply just vanished. You know, he might still be in the tunnel, weeping over his lost love. So now, some folks say there's a ghost of a young man that haunts the tunnel. I told you it was called Copse Tunnel, right? Well, check this out. Some people call it Corpse Tunnel now. You better be careful, Mr. FBI. If you go down there by yourself.
I fucking love this game. Oh, that's amazing. Didn't you know this game's a creepypasta?
I always knew it.
Deep down. All right, gotta buy some coffee with milk. I drank all of that when I was preparing for that George quest. Okay, so we have the spirit map, so we can go there. So there's a few spirit maps you can, oh, hey Lily. There's a few spirit maps you can collect through the course of the game. You buy all of them from Keith. There's just certain chapters they unlock for purchase. And they're little side quest areas that get you really good weapons. I don't remember if they have unlimited ammo or any kind of like thing like that, but they get you pretty solid guns, and we could really use a better gun. We have the SMG, which is okay. Okay, so we gotta figure out if we have a teleport near the... Okay, was it this one that we need to go to, or was that the main story? Do I have a teleport near... Because that's Copse Tunnel. It is closest to... God, like nothing? Okay, Sheriff's Department might actually be the closest. Yeah, the Mercury Theater. Why does it want us to go there? Oh, right, that's where we're going to the community center thing. Okay. Is that really the fastest way to Copse Tunnel? Actually, Lysander's Junkyard, if we can cut across here, which I think we can, along the track and then along there. Yeah, that... if we can do that, then Lysander's is probably the fastest, which we're actually pretty close to anyway. But why not save a little bit of time? If the map is accurate, we can hang a right up ahead, and that will let us shortcut to where we need to be. But it actually looks like that's a mountain range there, so we can't cut across there. All right, can we use the radio from the car? Well, damn. So what have you been up to today?
Nothing special.
Why don't you ever have great stories anymore?
It's rare that I do have a good story.
You need to get in, like, a fist fight with a bear on the back of a train or something so that you've got a good story about a fist fight you once had with a bear on the back of a train.
Yeah, but if I do that, then I won't have a story to tell because I'd be dead.
Fair, yeah. I guess your odds of survival are pretty low. Regardless of the train, really. The bear is probably the deciding factor on that one.
Mm-hmm. It could punch my lights out.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even know it.
I like the idea of the bear playing fair in the boxing match and just punching you unconscious, not just like mauling you. Okay, so it's up that way, so I'm going up there to the right. Okay, I think I understand. Ooh, I kind of wish the map was a little smaller when I put it in the big form. It feels like the mini map is too small, and then the expanded map is too big. All right, so I believe I go here and then right. Oh, still nothing new. Just really loud whistling. You know, I don't know how to whistle. Can you whistle? Oh, that's pretty good.
I could also inhale doing it. That's how I first learned to whistle, is by inhaling.
Yeah, I've never been able to whistle, and I've never been able to roll my R's. Like, little things like that. Never been able to do them. Don't know why. I've put a lot of time into trying to figure it out, and watching YouTube videos, trying to teach me how and stuff. Just never could get the hang of it. I don't know why. Alright, so it's right down this road. We have the SMG. We have the useless dart gun, and we still have the guitar, so I'm feeling like we've got a pretty good shot of beating this. If memory serves, though, maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought the prize for this one might be an SMG. Like, I kind of remember the prize for the first Spectral map not being that good. I think there's 3 or 4 Spectral maps in the game. And they're unlocked by chapter, so you can't skip ahead and get like a really amazing gun early. And weirdly enough, I don't think the best gun in the game is actually from one of these. I'm pretty sure the best gun in the game is just from like a crazy collectathon that you can do. Actually, it's not too far off, the ability to do that. We don't need to wait much longer.
Zach, we can take a rest if you're tired.
No, we're fine. Why'd I get $5 for that? All right, here we go. I think we just drive into here because it's one of the big circles. Here we go. That's the famous paranormal place they talked about. Maybe I should give it a shot. I'll give it a shot! So this is like a combat trial type thing. None of these are mandatory. All right. So there's the circle over there. And again, my memory is terrible in this. I don't remember if we actually need to kill the guys or just get there. I imagine I gotta kill them all. But what happens if I walk in here? We shouldn't go any further. Let's go somewhere else, Zach. Let's stay together? I'm gonna kill the enemies first. Out of curiosity. Oh, no. It almost grabbed me. Again, the hit detection on the guitar is a little bit weird compared to what you'd think, as we saw from those crates earlier in the game. Okay, is that all the ones in this room? It is. What'd they drop? Just tons of ammo. Well, at least we can stock up on ammo early. Oh, well, not unless our inventory sucks. No problem? Did I do a stupid? Or was that what I was supposed to do? I actually don't know. It's been a while since I did these. Oh, no, that's not what I was supposed to do. Well, we're gonna try it again. All right, that's great. I'll give it a shot. So just a reminder, everybody, if any of you want to watch us play a game where we kind of know what we're doing, then go over to Whattageek's channel. Yeah.
Heart Gold, Soul Silver, randomizer.
Yep, we're pretty close to beating that game, actually. I would imagine 3 more play sessions before we got that beat. Probably.
We just finished our 7th one, so yeah,
Yep.
a total of 10 play sessions sounds about accurate.
Yeah. What's this back here? A steel pipe. Eh. Is that all the enemies in here? I hear an enemy. Oh, there's one. I guess I just missed one before. There we go. I think it's all of them. I think this is the same music that was playing with the giant hand tree thing in the other world. All right, can I go through here? This is where I came in, isn't it? Open. Oh, well, that's confusing. Do I... But...
I don't know if that's an accurate statement.
Okay, so it's locked. It's locked. Do I just kill all the enemies each time? Okay, well, to speed this up a little then, I have this. Oh, this is horrible to aim. Right, I forgot the aiming in this game.
Yes.
Not the best in the world. It's got that built-in mouse acceleration. Not doing me any favors.
Bullseye. Amazing.
Bullseye, amazing.
Amazing.
Almost exclusively getting butt shots here. Oh, that reloads fast. Is that all of them? Can I... Yeah! Alright, well the room looks a little different every time.
Amazing.
So I guess I'm making progress.
Amazing.
It seems like he just, every time you shoot, he says something if he hasn't said something within like 1 full second. Oh, is that an enemy over there? Yes. God, it is crazy how fast he reloads that. Oh, no, there must still be someone. And they're dropping a ton of ammo too. This is actually really easy. Oh, there he is. Oh, oh, oh.
Nice shot.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts to aim. Okay, they just got all melee weapons. Yeah, it doesn't look like they dropped any ammo this time. What the hell is that? Oh, no, that is ammo. It's just had a piece of box floating in it, and that's what confused me. Okay. I wonder how many of these rooms there are, and if I'm doing this wrong. It kind of feels like I'm doing it wrong, doesn't it?
Great.
Yeah.
Like, there's no clear indication I'm making progress other than that that door is locked until I kill them all.
Great. Nice shot.
Like, even the dialogue when I use the glowy circle is very strange.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Oh, shotgun shells, right. We don't have a shotgun yet. Maybe we got a shotgun for this? Maybe. Oh, that one's got a gun. Okay, so they are getting tougher then. So I think this is progress.
Bullseye.
Okay, well, that's why they're dropping so many shotgun shells then. God, I'm happy for PC load times. Here we go. Okay, so we did do it right. I'm guessing this over here is the shotgun? It is an SMG, which we already have. Is this one like a limited ammo or something? Is it something different because of a different colored name? There we go. This one holds more rounds. And it doesn't have an ammo count? Possibly unlimited ammo? Because it says it holds double the rounds. Yeah, infinite ammo. Okay. So we have an infinite ammo SMG now. That's pretty cool. Saves inventory space, and it's a decent weapon. Well, that was easy. That was actually much smoother than I thought it was going to go. Yay! That's quest 14. Okay, we don't need to drive out of here because we beat that. We can just teleport. I almost said fly, as if it's Pokemon. Okay.
Fly indoors.
So, we did that Keith quest. So, we can still do, there's the Quint quest, which we never got around to just because teleport. We didn't have the luxury of teleport yet. And we wanted to wait till then because there's so much driving involved. Because we need to drive back and forth between Becky's place and Quint's place. But now that we can just teleport, we can probably just do that right now. I imagine we can probably do that this turn. This turn? This... English is hard. I think we gotta go to Becky's house for the next step of it. This, chapter. If she doesn't let us in, I'll just double check to see that if we can do it this chapter. But it's a fun little plot quest. So I guess while we're driving around and everything, or teleporting around in this case... Oh, right, I can't just bash into somebody's house. Let's just see if she talks to us first. Ooh. Oh, I didn't think she'd answer. What do you want? I'm gonna show you a bag of drugs.
Where'd you get that?
Quint's trailer. He's delivery man Q, isn't he? You don't have to hide it any longer. I'm on your side. Will you tell me everything you know?
Yes, he's delivery man Q. But he's got nothing to do with Anna's death. So please just leave him alone, okay? I beg you.
That all depends on what else you can tell me, Becky. His being delivery man Q doesn't prove he had nothing to do with Anna's murder. Is there any way to get him to make a statement about this?
Okay. Just wait here. Give this to Quint and tell him I can't accept it.
Oh, poor Quinn.
Don't ask me for anything more. You'll get us both killed.
Zach, I was hoping we'd get a little bit more out of her, but that's okay. We'll get more when we hand over the ring. Let's go give
Her
Mr.
hand
Delivery
in
Man
marriage.
Q a visit and see what happens.
Now we'll go use this engagement ring to marry Quint and make Becky jealous to get more info.
Fucking genius.
It's the greatest plan. We're the best FBI agent of all time. All right. So before we teleport to, I was just checking to see if the money respawned. Before we teleport to Quint and give this to him, which will finish off that whole quest line that started. That was the quest line that started when we went to what's her name? Anna Graham's house. And we, you know, the mother danced with the dress and all that. This is the ending of that quest line is just bringing this ring to Quinn. So before we do that, I want to teleport to the gas station, and we're just gonna see if we can bribe Jack. Just because it's real quick to go check that. Heaven and Hell gas station. Where is that? There we go. Right. So I was thinking. What's your suspect list look like right now for the murderer? I know you were thinking maybe Richard, because passionate man, and he's close to the family. Right, I need to be in a car. There's my car.
I'm also considering the mom, because it does seem a little...
insane.
Yeah.
Yep, and you did peg FK, yeah, Forest Keeper, and he was one of the first to witness the crime. Oh, it's closed right now? Why is it closed? Really? God, you guys aren't going to see much business. Forest Keeper was also one of the first on the scene. I got to show you that one day, actually. The intro cutscene to the game, there's not really much plot in it. It's mostly just witnessing Isaac, Isaiah, and Jim finding the body. But I should show you that someday, because I don't think that scene's actually played in the game outside of the intro. And so he was one of the first on the scene when he was taking the twins for a walk. Right, so we did the Keith quest. We have a gym quest we can do. We've already been to the Forest Keeper's cabin, so it should be on our list. We have an Emily quest when it's raining, and we can go visit Quint now. Okay, we're actually pretty low on side quests. We've been doing a really good job of cleaning them up quickly. I believe Quint is usually in his trailer in the afternoons, though, so he might not be in it right now because we're like 8:30 in the morning. So we'll just see if he's there. He's not in right now. That's fine. There's actually a save point out front, or was it in the building? It's out front. Sweet. We'll do a save, just in case. There we go. Thank God that's cheap. And let's just have a smoke outside of his trailer for a little while. If we end up needing food, there's a thing there. There's a vending machine there. This one's Quint's trailer, or... was that Richard's? I think this one's Quint's trailer. All right. I think it was he's in here after like 15, something like that. Start smoking. I'm gonna look at my list here. Do I have it written down when he's usually in his trailer? No, I don't have it written down when he's in his trailer.
Whoa.
You know, I really do need to just download that, don't I? I haven't even looked for it. I just kind of forget. I love that vibrating glitch you sometimes get in cutscenes in this game. Okay, it's gonna be 1 in the afternoon in a second here. We'll just pop out and we'll see. Because money is basically infinite at this point. At least for, like, small things we buy. Okay, well, that's open. Who's in it? Usually they'd have, like, a floating name with it. Okay, so this one's Richard's. We don't have anything new with Richard, do we?
Huh?
About this calling from a town meeting. Does this mean you know who did it? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know you can't tell me yet. Anyway, if the meeting's about our town, then I'll be there. Okay, well. Right, I forgot to check actually if I can even do this quest this turn. This is quest 29. I think I can, probably. I bet you quests are, oh, that's because it started. I bet you quests are a little bit limited this chapter just because, people... okay, no, I can do it this turn. Okay. Or this, I keep saying turn. What's wrong with me? I can do it this, chapter. I imagine that the quest would probably be a little bit limited just because everyone's going to be at Town Hall from, was it 13 to 15? 15 to 17. I will smoke to 14, and I bet you he'll be here. Because I think he's usually in here in the evening after the bar has opened.
Whoa.
Why do I even need to download the sound? You do it every single time.
Not well.
Well.
No,
not.
I don't.
Yeah. Jesus. Really?
Is that like an accurate punctuation to that sound effect of da-da-da-da-da-da, or yeah, the Mario theme song? No. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Whoa.
I can just make it into a sound effect on my soundboard. That might be an idea.
It might be an idea.
Yeah, don't know if it's a good idea. Really? Okay, it's after 17, so they should be back. Darts bar is closed. Really? Where is he out of interest? Is he at Becky's place right now? Because that wouldn't make any sense if he was. Just because, you know, I'm supposed to present the ring. I'm just clicking until it starts showing people. Hold on. How do I go back? Yeah, space to go back. They're all just standing in the parking lot. I guess they haven't driven home yet, in fairness. Okay. Yeah, I forgot they actually have travel time to and from places. So I guess I should give them an hour to get back. There. Okay, now it's open, and I smell bad. And his trailer's open, so he's probably in here. It's weird. Usually their heads, or their names are above, like, a building that they're in when you're just walking around. There we go, Quinn. Let's finish this quest. What do you want, Ancient York? I want your hand in marriage. It's got Q and B carved into it. Custom made.
Where did you get that?
Becky gave it to me.
Hey, look, a
She
fly.
also told me to tell you that she can't accept it.
Can't accept it? What does that mean?
Exactly what it sounds like, Quint. I think she was extremely worried about you. I'm just guessing, but she's been giving you the plants to make the red powder, hasn't she? Then you rode your bike out of town. You went on a trip, and you sold the powder somehow. You bought that ring with the money. That's why she gave me the ring. She wants to stop you from making any more trips. She doesn't want you to get involved anymore with this.
But I did all this for her. I started out delivering because I wanted the extra cash. But you know, things like this change over time. As you can see, her family is loaded, and I live in a trailer house. She's out of my league, you know? And so I wanted to be the kind of guy she could be with.
Quint, you already are. You didn't need money for that.
Have things gone too far? Because of me?
Not at all, Quint. You can do things over. You're still young.
Can you hold off on arresting me just for a little while? I want to apologize to her. And promise her that I'll never carry that junk again. Just give me a little time. Please? I'll turn myself in once I've talked to her, okay?
Zach, what is he talking about?
Huh?
Why would I arrest an innocent youth such as yourself? Quint, I'm busy with a murder investigation here.
We can talk about health food another time, okay? If you really want to confess, you could always try at church. What do you think, Zach?
It isn't much, but I want you to take this as a thank you gift.
A wrench.
Zach, another young life saved. Good job.
Right, so that's the other infinite durability melee weapon. It doesn't have as long of reach, I believe it's weaker. It's all around not as good as a guitar, but you're a lot more likely to get this before the guitar. So at least...
And it's factually cheaper than a rare guitar.
Yeah, and also I feel really bad for Keith, because his wife really shouldn't have given us that guitar. Alright, well, on the next episode, everybody, we're done that quest, so on the next episode... Oh, it's raining! We can probably go do Emily's quest right now. I hope we can, at least, because the Emily quests are really fun. Until next time, have a nice day.
Fuck.